Welcome viewers. In the previous episode, we saw if a three-dimensional figure is given, how to open it and how to solve the problems when you open the three-dimensional figure. In today's class, we are going to study about what happens if you cut that particular cube and you have to find out how many are there, how many painted, how many not painted on different types of problems. See here, the question will be generally a cube of side 3 centimeters. A cube of side 3 centimeters is cut into 1 centimeter size. How many small cubes are formed? So this kind of questions may be asked. Or see here, generally whenever you see a cube, you need to remember that a cube has always 6 faces. So imagine this is a cube. A cube has always 6 faces. What are they? That is top, front, right, left, bottom and back. That is not visible for us. Other one is back. So these are how many total? We have total 6 faces. Faces is always 6. Now, how many edges? This is very, very important. How many edges we are having? So this forms one edge. This forms one edge. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth edge, seventh, 8, 9, 10, that is on the back, 11 and 12. So whenever is talking about edges, so how many edges we are having? Edges are always 12. And asking how many corners. See, this is very important again. How many corners we are having? So this is one corner, this is the second corner, third corner, fourth corner, fifth, sixth, seventh, and that is not visible on the other side. So this is 8. Total how many corners? So you have total 8 corners. So this you have to remember blindly. That is, for any given cube, we have 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. This is the standard you have to remember in your mind. So now imagine that if a cube is given and he said that the side of the cube is 3 centimeters and this 3 centimeter cube is cut into size of 1 centimeter. Means imagine this entire cube is 3 centimeters. These centimeters. Now I cut this particular cube into 1 centimeter size. So this is 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. So this is also 1 centimeter. So a 3 centimeter cube is cut into 1 centimeter. Now the questions is asked based upon this particular cube. So the first question will be, how many small cubes are formed? It is asking that how many small cubes are formed. See here, we have a cube which is a 3-dimensional figure. When it is having a 3-dimensional figure, we have length, breadth and we have a height also. So that will be from the center. So we have length, breadth and height. So once we are having length, breadth and height. See here, the cube is 3 centimeter and we cut into how many centimeters? 1 centimeter each. So in length, see here in length, how many we are having? 3. In breadth, how many we are having again? 3. In height, how many we are having again? 3. So you just multiply it, 3 into 3 into 3, that is total 27 small cubes are there. So whenever a cube of 3 centimeter size is cut into 1 centimeter, total how many small cubes are possible? 3 into 3 into 3, that is total 27 small cubes are possible. Now see the next one. You saw, now what you do is you paint everything. You paint entire cube with any color. So after cutting or before cutting, So you took 3 centimeter side cube, you cut into 1 centimeter. Now paint it, or after painting also you can cut it. So imagine that entire cube is painted red. Now the question will be, how many sides will have only one side paint? How many small cubes will have two side paint? How many small cubes will have three side paint? See, always remember that one side paint is always possible only in the center. Means see here, this is the cube, that is always we have only one side paint. So remember that one side paint will be always at the center. Now see here in this, where the two side paint is present, always the two side paint is present on the edges. For example, see here, two side paint one. So you see this one, this is on the edge. So this one, see here, this one is two side paint cube. In the same way, this is on the edge. So this is a two side paint cube. In the same way, you take any two side paint cube, that will be always on the edge. So this is also a two side paint cube. So remember that a two side painted cube is always present on the edge. And what is the next one? A three side paint. So generally this three side paint is always present at the corner. See here, 1, 2 and 3. So this three side paint is always present at the corner. So one side paint is present at the center, two side paint is present in the edges, and three side paint is present in the corners. Now see the first question I am going to ask based on this. How many cubes are having only one side paint? If he is asking that, how many cubes is having only one side paint? So where is one side paint is present? The one side paint is present in the center, always in the center. So for one face, how many? 1. That is on the center. Total how many faces we are having? We are having total 6 faces, and each face only, center is only 1, that is one side painted. So 6 into 1, that equal to 6. So this 6 will have always one side painted. So this is very, very important. One side painted. Now the next question will be, how many small cubes will have two side paint? If this is the question, how many small cubes will have two side paint? Where the two side paint is present? Always on the edges. The two side paint, see the blue color, this blue color one is present on the edges. So two side paint is present on the edges. Total how many edges? We already discussed that there are 12 edges are there. And each edge, how many painted only? Here also 1 is painted. So 12 into 1, that is 12 is the answer. The next one is, how many small cubes will have a 3 side painted? I already said that the 3 side paint is always present on the corners. Total how many corners we are having? Total we are having 8 corners, and each corner 1. So your answer is 8. And what is the total here? 8 plus 12 plus 6, total 26 are painted. So in this total 26 are painted, 6 are one side paint, 12 are two side paint, and 3 are 8 side paint. But we already discussed that a cube of 3 centimeter side is taken and cut into 1 centimeter size. How many small cubes are possible? That is, length is 3, breadth is 3, and height is 3. 3 into 3 into 3, 26. But you got here answer only 27. And what is the remaining cube? That cube is present in the center, which is not at all painted. So in the examination, they will ask that a cube of 3 centimeter side is taken and cut into 1 centimeter size. How many small cubes will have no paint? Or how many cubes are embedded inside? And how many cubes are not exposed? Whenever you will get this kind of questions, your answer is total cubes are 27. In this 27, you subtract one side paint, that is 6, two side paint, that is 12, three side paint, that is 8. So 27 minus 26, your answer is 1. This 1 is not visible from any side, and this 1 is not painted at all in either 1, 2 or 3 sides. See, in this particular question, the question is same, a cube of 4 inches. Remember, a cube of either 4 inches or 4 centimeters, it doesn't matter. A cube of side 4 centimeters is taken and cut into 1 inch size. A cut into 1 inch size. Then total how many small cubes are possible? Total how many small cubes are possible? So here we are taking 4 inch and cutting into 1 inch. So total how many small cubes are possible? So we know that it is having length. Here length how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, because 4 centimeter each into 1 centimeter. So length, breadth and height. So length 4, breadth is also, see here this is the breadth, breadth is also 4. And what about height? Height is also 4. So this is the height. So height is also 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is also 4. So 4 into 4 into 4, that is 64. So if the examiner asks that how many small cubes are possible, means a cube of 4 centimeter is taken and cut into 1 centimeter size. How many small cubes are possible? 64 small cubes are possible. Or a cube of 4 inch is taken and cut into 1 centimeter size. How many small cubes are possible? Then also your answer is 64 is possible. Now the question is, imagine now the entire cube is painted again. Now imagine that entire cube is painted. Once the entire cube is painted with any red or any color, so imagine I am taking a red. Now the question is, how many small cubes will have only one side paint? How many small cubes will have only two side paint? How many small cube will have three side paint? How many small cube will have four side paint? How many small cubes with zero size paint also? Zero side paint also. The first question, how many small cubes with only one side paint? I already said that this one side is possible only in the center. See here, this is one side, this is also one side paint, this cube is also one side paint, and this cube is also one side paint. So all these four are present in the center. So here per face, how many are there? 4 are there. Total how many faces for a cube? 6 faces. So how many sides, how many small cubes with only one side paint? One side paint. Per side how many? 4. Total how many faces? 6 faces. So you multiplied with 6. So answer is 24. 24 small cubes are having one side paint. The next question is, how many small cubes with two side paint? So where this two side paint is possible? Two side paint is possible always on the edges. I said that two side paint is always possible only on the edges. So per edge how many here? Per edge 2. Total how many edges? Total 12 edges, and per edge 2, total 12 edges. 12 2 times 24. So only one side. Now two side paint. Two side paint is 24 because two side paint is possible only on the edges. Each edge 2, total 12 edges. 12 into 2, 24. Now the next question is, how many small cubes are possible with three side paint? So where is this three side paint is possible? Three side paint is possible on the edges. On the edges, right? So this is the edge. So per edge how many? 1. Per edge 1. Total how many edges? We have total 8 edges. So 1 multiplied by 8. So your answer is 8 here. Okay. So again you calculate it. One side, two side and three side. Total how many you will get? 24, 24, 48. 48 plus 8 total 56 are there. If the question is like this, how many small cubes are not visible, or how many small cubes will not have any paint, then we know that the total number of small cubes, we know that is 4 into 4 into 4, that is 64. From this 64 you subtract one side paint, two side paint and three side paint, that is 56. Your answer will be 8. These are not at all visible for us, or these are not painted at all. This is a 5 centimeter cube cut into 1 centimeter size. How many small cubes are possible? We know length, breadth and height. So obviously 5 into 5 into 5. Total 125 small cubes are possible. In the same way, how many small cubes will have one side paint? We know one side paint is possible at the center only. In center here, how many small cubes are there? In total here, 9 small cubes are there. So one side paint is 9 into 6, that will be, your answer will be 54. In the same way, two side paint is always possible on the edges. How many edges here? Per side 3 edges. Total how many edges? 12 edges. So 12 into 3, that is 36 cubes will have two side paint. And obviously, how many small cubes will have three side paint? We know that three side paint is always possible at the corner, and each corner is 1. So 1 multiplied by 8, total 8 small cubes will have three side paint. So whenever you will get the answer, you try to visualize the particular cube in a 3-dimensional way and try to get the answer. See this question. A solid cube of 4 inches has been painted red, green and black on pair of opposite faces. It has been cut into 1-inch cube. How many cubes have only one face painted? The two only red, he is asking. The two only red. So total how many colors here? 3 colors, red, green and black on pair of opposite faces. Means if front is red, back is red. If top is green, bottom is green. If the right side is black, the left side is also black. So this is the meaning of on pair of opposite faces. Means red is front, red is back. Top is green, bottom is also green. Left is black, right is also will be black. So now these are the conditions is given. Now what is the question is asking? He is asking how many cubes have only red face painted, the two only red. So imagine I am taking red here front and back. So red is painted front and back. He is asking only red is asking. Means for example, see here, this is red and this is red, this is red. This is only one side paint. But if you take this one, it will become two color. I said that on edges how many colors are possible? 2 colors are possible. Means this will be red and some other color, black. If you take on the other side, see here, this is red and green. It will be red and green color. See, these are two colors, but it's asking only red. And if you come to corner, in corner what will happen? All the 3 colors are possible in the corner. Means this corner, this face will be red and another face will be green here and the other face is black here. So remember this point. All the 3 colors are possible in the edges. Only 2 colors are possible on the edges. I said that only 1 color is possible in the center. And it's asking only red. The red is in the front and back. Only red front is how many? 4. That is 1, this 1, 2, 3, 4. So front is 4. Obviously back is also red. So back is also plus 4. That is total answer is 8. Front plus 4 and black plus 4. Only red. Your answer will be 8, 2. If the same question is asking how many cubes with only red and green. If the question is like this. How many cubes with only red and green? When it's talking about only 2, the 2 with red and green, now you have to take always edges, because on edges we have 2 colors, on corners we have 3 colors. Now you take the edge. One edge here on top you can see red and green, red and green. In the same way bottom also red and green. In bottom also here you have red and at the bottom you have green, because opposite faces are green here. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. In the same way it also possible in the back also. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Then also you will get the answer 8. If the answer is how many small cubes with all the 3 colors? All the 3 colors are possible on the edges, right? On the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the other side as well. So you need to imagine all the colors. Simply is 1 color always center, 2 colors always edges, 3 color always corners. You remember this logic, you will get the answer fast. In this question, how many cubes are there in the group? So you need to count. Here also all the cubes are not visible for you. Some cubes are not visible, but we need to imagine the cubes that are not visible also. See here, we try to count from top to bottom or bottom to top. So for easy, I am counting from top to bottom. On top, how many cube here? 1. See the next layer. In this layer, how many are there? See, this is 1 cube. This is the second cube. On the top of this 1 cube, you have one more cube at the bottom that is not visible. So obviously here, how many cubes are there? 3 cubes are there. Now come to the next layer, this layer. Here, how many are visible? 1, 2, 3 are visible. And how many are not visible? That is 1, this 2, and bottom of this 1, 2 and 3. So 3 are visible. At the bottom on the other back side you have 3 are there. Total here 6 are there. So 3 are visible. At the other side another 3 is there. They are not visible. And at the bottom layer, how many are visible for us? 1, 2, 3, 4 are visible. But on the back side, how many are there? There also 6 are there. So 8 are there. So we will go with the 8. Total answer is 18 is the answer. Okay. So here what we are doing, see, justly remember on the top 1, below this top you have one more, again below one more, below one more. So imagine like this. Here all about your imagination. So below this one you have bottom, you have 3 here. In the same way below these 3 and 2 you have again that is not visible to you, that you have to remember that 2 layers are there. Bottom also you will have 2 are there. Here also 2, bottom also you will have 2 will be there. So whatever the figures that are not visible from the front, you have to imagine yourself that are present at the bottom and you need to find out the answer. Next question. See here. How many cubes are there in this figure? He is asking how many cubes are there in this particular figure. So we need to take this a cube which is a 3-dimensional figure. So whenever we have 3-dimensional figure, length, breadth and height. So first we calculate how many length, how many breadth and how many height. So imagine this is the length. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So use 6 multiplied by breadth 1, 2, 3, 4. So you multiplied by 4. Multiplied by height. You take any height. So if you take height, imagine this blue line, you take this height. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again you multiplied by 6. So 6 into 4 into 6. So your answer is 144. Total 144 small cubes are present in this particular big cube. Let's see this question. The question is, how many cubes are there in this particular figure? So when how many cubes are there in this particular figure, the first on the top you have one figure. See the second layer. In the second layer 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 are visible. 1 is that is not visible at the center. So here total in this layer 5 are there. How many are at the bottom? At the bottom that is visible is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 center, 6 on the other side, again 7, 8, 9. So total 9 at the bottom. If you add total 9 plus 5 plus 1, so 15 is the answer. So your answer is option 4. So in this case both visible and not visible you need to take into count. See this question. Saying that the solid so formed by joining the unit cubes is rotated to obtain a different positions. Which of these cannot be the shape after it has turned? So clearly see the image. If I turn into another shape, which one is possible and which one is not possible? So in this case you try to remember this upward position. That is a clue for us, because here 1, 2, 3 here and then followed by 4. So 4 on one line, the fifth one is on the top. So based on this we will check it. Here also see here 4 is on one line, 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth one is top. So this is possible. So what is asking? He is asking cannot be in the shape, he is asking. See the second option. Second option also 1, 2, 3, again 4, 5 is on the top. Here also check it out here. Check the third option here. 1, 2, 3. So these are in one position, whereas 4 and 5 are on the top. So option 3 cannot be your answer. So option 1, 3, 4 are the rotation of this question figure, whereas 3 is not the rotation of the question figure. See this question. How many cubes are there in the diagram? Simply on the top one, at the bottom 1, 2 is not visible, 3. So 1 here, 2 is at the bottom, 3 here. Total 3 here. Here again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total here 6 are there. 6 plus 3 plus 1. So your answer is 10. In today's topic, we discussed based on cubes, when the cubes are cut, how many small cubes are possible. Once it painted, how many small cubes with one side paint, two side paint, three side paint and no paint. What happens whether a figure is given where the visible and non-visible part of the cubes also we saw. Thank you.